is it Jalous windows?
Oh yeah, well you just said it. There you go. So this is a 1964 VW bus, and as you can see, it has no windows. That's because the windows are over here, and they, yeah, they've seen better days. So a little dirty, but we also got the problem of the screws that they used on these things. They have rusted over time, and it's expanding onto the aluminum. So today we're gonna clean these things. Oh yeah, all the rivets too. That's kind of a problem. Yeah. So today we're gonna work on and clean these things up and show you how we do it. So this is the secret to what we're doing so far anyways. This green vat of highly proprietary liquid that we sell for $100 a jug. So you guys can go down to the link below. I'm kidding, it's CLR. Yeah, so we got a couple gallons of CLR in the tub here. We'll let the windows soak for a while. Then you take some Scotch-Brite. We've got the gray variety, also the maroon variety, which works a little bit better. And then just kind of like go to town on all your rust spots. You can see Mark here just took out all the screws here to try and get to all these spots around, and then it doesn't take a ton of effort. Just kind of go like that, and voila, your rust spots are gone. So yeah, just really a lot of elbow grease on that. Also, if you have siliconed your windows together like somebody did 20 years ago for some reason we don't know, get yourself a little, you know, polishing thing that goes on a drill. We've been polishing that off. And this is kind of how they're turning out so far. We're not quite done with this one yet, but you see we got new stainless screws to go all the way around so it will not rust again. And yeah, just kind of Scotch-Brite, CLR, and go to town. So for some of the corrosion we've got going on here, it turns out Scotch-Brite isn't enough. So we're gonna break out the surface conditioning tool, which is basically just a drum sander, like a fine sandpaper on here, and go to town. So yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna get these things perfect, but definitely better than it was. All right, so the way we're approaching these as we clean them up is, see like this side, I've Scotch-Brited it, and to do that, I removed the screws, because that's where most of our rust spots are, like right around the screws, so they're hard to get to if the screws are in the way. So we remove the screws, we clean it up, however we're gonna clean it, just like that, and that's where your Jalous window screw kit from Wolfburg West comes in. Don't know what that means, but it has all the screws for this window in it. So you got your little new stainless steel screws here, so they should not rust, and we just go ahead and put those in, then we'll take the next side out, clean that up, and do the same thing. And if you do take all your screws out and your window frame falls apart like that one did, there's something in between the frames in there. Don't know exactly what it is. It kind of looks like it might be butyl tape, but it was all rotten and stuff, so we just we kind of siliconed it back together. It's a Volkswagen. I think it'll be fine. And there's a few more screws you're going to want to change too. So on the side here, it's really weird. On some of these were rusted. On some of them they weren't, but that's just like the same little number 6 screw here. You just replace that. The kit also comes with screws for like up here and whatnot, but those are like in the bus and they're not exposed to weather. None of those were rusted, so we're not messing with those if they're not broken or rusted, whatever. But wait, there's more. So there's this seal at the bottom that is probably going to be all old and crusty. You've got over here what I think they're called wind laces, maybe. It's the thing that keeps the wind from going in and making noise when you're going down the road. They're probably disintegrated like these ones are. And then you can see this glass is just like kind of hanging out because half the bumpers that hold it in are gone. So get a louvered window seal kit, which I wonder if louvered means Jalous or Jalous is louvered in another language. Anyways, it comes with all that stuff and the seal that goes all the way around this too. So we're gonna pull out our old crusty seal. Pull out those wind lace things that are just gone. The best way we found to get the wind laces in is you just kind of start it at the bottom. And then when it gets to a point where you can't really just push it in from the bottom anymore, you take a pick and you just kind of help it along like so. And they are longer than they need to be, so you're going to cut them off at the bottom of the seal down there. Take your bottom seal and you just kind of thread that guy in. Just like so. And then you do have to cut off your extra wind lace and seal. Then we've got all the little rubber bumpers for the window. So on this particular window, all of the existing ones have now fallen out, but if they hadn't, what you do is you just peel up this top tab a little bit, on each side, get your window out a little bit, rip the old tabs out, and you put your window back down, and that way whenever you put these little rubber things in, the window will kind of hold them in place. And see, this one's really loose. So either what I'm gonna do is bend these tabs in a little bit so it makes it tighter for the bumpers, and or maybe put some glue on it so your new bumpers don't fall out on the road. And there we've got some non-falling out windows. To make everything turn nicely, I'm putting a little bit of silicone spray on all the joints. The final step is to take this rubber gasket, put it all the way around the window. There is a seam in it. The seam goes at the bottom on the middle screw, or just to the left or right of the middle screw if you really hate OCD people. And it does not go the way you think, or at least the way I thought. So I thought this ribbed part went towards the inside and the smooth side was out, but it turns out it's the opposite. The ribbed side goes towards the outside, smooth part in. And there you have one, I'd say lightly restored window. We didn't take it all the way apart, send it to a sandblaster, you know, whatever. But we've decided we're going for presentable, given our time frame. And if you remember, this is the type of thing we started with. So yeah, huge improvement right there. All right, so they are finishing up the last window there. We've been looking at putting it back in, and it turns out they're not universal. So the screw holes to mount these, like there and there, on the frames, it's almost like someone like me did this and they just drilled holes wherever they want. So each window lines up to a very specific spot on the bus. So if you're installing your own, make sure you line up the windows before you put them in, or you line up the screw holes before you put them in, because they're very hard to get in. So on this specific bus, it's been repainted, so maybe we're dealing with some extra paint here. Yeah, we wound up spraying WD-40 all around the perimeter here, and then just kind of pushing it in, and eventually it goes in, but it's a tight seal with the new seals on here. Go in your hole. This window needs a slight modification because it doesn't want to go in. Oh no, it's off right there. Yeah. No! Dang, take it back up. Alright. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, Mom.
That was pretty good.
Because they were
Slapping on. Oh, that one, it's like this one's been in and out a few times.
Probably. There's evidence.
So there you go. All the Jalouise windows are in. Do you think it means louvered?
Probably.
Yeah. So best they've looked in 20 years? 30 years? How long?
It is
a while?
30 years.
Yeah. Well, we got a few more screws to put in the back. We ran out. We need some more. But other than that, they are in. They're looking good. And once you close the door, you can't open it because we don't have a door handle.
Wow.
All right, next up is the rear window. This one's a bit different. So it is plate glass. We've got the rear window right here. We also have that guy right there, same sort of situation. But today we have the seal for the rear window. Yeah.
The right one.
The right one. May have had the wrong one before. So these they're kind of interesting, kind of fun, kind of terrifying at the same time. So what happens is you put that seal around the window, that part not hard at all. Then what you do is you have a friend come over here and hold the window against the outside. You get as much of like one side of the seal in as you can, and then you're gonna take line trimmer string, like literally like a line trimmer for a weed eater. You're gonna put this stuff all around the outside of the seal. So the way the seal works is like half of it's on the outside, well, not half of it. Some of it's on the outside, some of it's on the inside. And so what you do is then the other person is gonna be on the inside, and they're going to pull the string, and the string will make the seal go all the way around the window on the inside. Theoretically, as long as one, the seal behaves, and two, you don't break the window by pressing against it. So he's super excited about this. I think we're also gonna cheat. We're going to take some electrician's lube because he loves the lube.
Right.
We're gonna put it like kind of all around. That way the rubber seal slides over the metal easier. So it's a rubber weld. So yeah, there's a seam on the seal. We're gonna make that the bottom center just in case it ever splits. It will leak at the bottom and not at the top.
Did y'all call each other and say, hey, wear red shirts tonight?
Team
red shirt.
We called each other and said, wear red shirt, don't tell your dad.
Right, exactly.
So we got the seal all around the window. That took a minute, but where you're gonna put your string line trimmer wire, whatever it's called, is right in there. So we're gonna go all the way around. We're probably gonna start at the bottom and you're gonna crisscross it, and you wanna make sure you leave enough so you can like wrap it around your hand and pull, because guess what? Not gonna be easy. So I will warn you, last time I did this with my dad and my brother on the bug, took several hours and multiple attempts.
Did you put silicone in this thing?
No.
Why not?
We're having trouble communicating because now there's windows.
You put the whole thing up there, just gonna like push it into place like you think it just go right in, and I'll start the pulling process. Really don't push too much, and that's going in already. Except for that part. Okay, so this side, it needs to be pushed in a little bit, like right there. Okay, that's good, right there. Alright, try to push like right here. That's good, yeah. There we go. Is that settling in? That looks a lot better in here. Oh, it's like I'm sailing again. Gotta pull the sheets and the lines and the... Oh, my hands are choked. Oh, there we go. That was it. All right. That's nice. Look at that. A little fine-tuning massaging, but that is a rear window in. Significantly easier than when my dad and my brother and I did it on Alan's bug. I think the secret is lube, the electrician's lube. It went in pretty good. I remember pulling like so hard on that line. This one, way easier.
Well done, sir.
Cheers.
I'm just gonna get this out.
This one's harder.
Oh, look at that. All right, push on the top, I think we're good. Yep. Nice, look at that. Wow. Score. Rebuilt screens.
It's been a while, but we finally got the upper door halves rebuilt, and now we're down to, I've got to press this rivet somehow, and Steven's not here to tell me where the tools are, so we're gonna be on a hunting game, or I might just try to text him. But all new seals, everything, they're built, put back together. Last remaining pieces, get that rivet pressed in. Here's the other one. This was a crazy job, but we're done and about to put them on.
Wow, look at you being all safe and stuff.
Man, welcome home.
Yeah, if only somebody was here to help you.
I know.
Yeah, so I was gone for spring break. Mark's been unsupervised working on the bus. Look at all this, look at all this shiny stuff. Wow. And look at this. Those are some windows, man. That's all the windows, right? There you go. Oh, nice. That's slick. Yeah, and you can just let it go and it stays in the hole. Cool.
Things even work.
That's your air conditioner right there. Nice. AC on. Yep. Cool. So I think that's it for today. All the bus windows are in. Don't look at the other stuff that we've been doing. We've been filming these videos like all out of order. I'm going to try and put them together into things that make sense. But if you want to see this bus, we have a deadline. It's so the Wood Waves and Wheels show at the Fort Worth Boat Club is May 9th. I'll put the date on the screen, but it's free to attend. It's also free to register your car. So we'll put a link in the description if you want to either go and see this. Also, some other car will probably be there too. But yeah, these will be there. This, assuming it's, here's the thing, if it doesn't run, we have a car hauler. It'll be there one way or another. So, Wood Waves and Wheels, Fort Worth Boat Club, May something. I'll put the date on the screen again, and we'll see you there.